They're coming to think about the Finance Bill 2026, where they want to transform, change the land laws so that you do not own land by transferring from freehold to leasehold. This is just part of the big agenda of the 15-minute cities. You can go and read about it. And this government is so compromised that anything that is going to hurt human beings, they're willing to take it. Right now, we see about Trump saying that they don't want America to have any Ebola patients. They will use Kenya as a quarantine place. Who accepted that? But you remember the agreement that Ruto signed with the American government. There are so many things that are hidden in there concerning the medical sharing of medical information and all that. And because they've realized most of the masses do not read. They just believe what they see on the news or whatever they see online. They're taking advantage of that. So the change of the land laws is that they want us, because the government doesn't appear like a failure with regards to the affordable housing, because who wants to go and live there? We realize that those are not actually public projects. They are private projects built on public land using public money. So they make it difficult for the common mwananchi to own land by making it very unaffordable for that person to pay the land rates. Then they can possess your land. And by possessing your land, they can do with it whatever they want. Then you can be displaced and forced into the affordable housing, which is not free, you're going to buy. So what ends up happening is that the government will want to do whatever they want with the land. And the thing is this, being in Kenya, our government cannot be trusted. The government of the day has lost credibility in so many ways. And right now, if they present to you a plate that looks good, ask yourself, how does the recipe look like? Because the poison is in the recipe. So let's not just be foolish and take things at surface level. We need to question everything that we are seeing, question everything that we are hearing. We have ChatGPT that can help us. We have other AI applications that can help us. Ensure you read the finance bill, because this bill needs to be rejected entirely. And you see, another problem is this. Right now, the discussion that the president is running around with is concerning the payee. I'm facing resistance in the government because of the payee. So he's coming out as a hero, trying to show us that, I am the one who has the best interest for you at heart. But these people are resisting. So they've just put a finish on the cake, but in real sense, the cake is rotten. So as Kenyans, most of the time we become foolish and we fall for the cream or the icing on the cake. We say, yes, we want that one. But again, he takes that icing and hides it within the cake, so that when you guys go out and reject the full cake, he says, you see, I wanted to give you this good icing to ensure that your salaries are not taxed, but you rejected everything in entirety. So they will come back like they did in the Finance Bill 2024, coming back and now blaming us. You see, you are the guys who made us not develop. We have to get loans somewhere so that we push development. But in real sense, if this government was really serious, as they vowed the first time before Deputy President was impeached, is that they would have turned their heads on corruption and fought corruption with everything. If we are losing 2 to 3 billion a day, how much can that money in a year do to our country? How much can that do to our country? But in a way, we've been pacified, because every time the newspaper headlines keep coming out, they tell us, billions have been stolen, billions from SHA, billions from Treasury, billions from defense, billions this. The president is using this amount. So we are being programmed to look at a billion just like 100 shillings. Like that's a money that can be ignored. But if you knew what a billion can do, that is money that if you had, your generation has been set free, like even up to 100th generation. If you just choose to invest that money wisely, you forget about poverty in your generation completely, up to 100th generation, even more. So I'm just asking Kenyans, please wake up. Please don't trust everything that the government is telling you. Even the deputy president who is moving around exposing the government, remember one time he was in the government. And that time that he was in the government, he was speaking the language of the government. So we are just on the chessboard. We are being moved around. But the people who are as opponents, those are the people who are benefiting. Nobody is coming to save us as Kenyans. We are on our own. And if we do not now become awakened and start taking things seriously, reading the acts, reading the agreements that the government is signing with other nations, we will be screwed. Like today, what is France doing in Kenya? Why do we have such number of forces in Kenya? What is there to protect against? What is there to protect us, to protect against? But you will realize Kenya has been at the forefront in terms of mineral discovery. Look at the nations where France has been, what it has done to those nations. It used to deplete their resources. But here we are, our government is making decisions for us. You get? But when we raise an uproar, it's better to protect the colonizer and beat the citizen of this country. Nobody is coming to save us as Kenyans. Think about it. I know there are some who are watching this and you can say, at the end of the day, I don't own land, I'm okay. One day you will desire to own land. There is just something in human beings that God put in there with regards to ownership. A time will come. It will call you. Not today, not tomorrow. One day you'll have children. You'll want, your son will want to marry. The daughter of somebody else whom she's married or the bride that she's considering, the family will one day want to visit your home. And that's when it clocks in. By the way, I'm living in a rental. Can I go and buy land somewhere and build so that at least they come to our compound? You get to see where I'm going with that. So you may say it's not affecting you now, but it will affect you. Ask yourself, with this inflation that has been happening, with the taxes that are being increased left, right, and center, how much of your income is being eaten? For those who are employed, I know sometimes you are given inflation or annual increments and all that, but ask yourself, how much of that percentage do you really enjoy? How much are you taxed that is going to the government, and even the road that you're walking to or you're driving on to your home is not well maintained? If you know you're crossing areas that have not been well maintained, your water supply is not quality. Some even who are living in Nairobi, I know they've never seen tap water for the longest time. You live a life of buying water all the time. The sewage system is not working. I mean, what stopped us? Kibaki showed us things could work. He gave us free education. He was not the perfect president, but he gave us free education. So these things can be provided. What was the hurry of us changing from NHIF to SHA? You get to understand. But we are constantly sold narratives, and we just buy into those narratives, but we don't question. But I'm here just to tell you, Kenyans, question everything the government says. When they show you this side, ask yourself, what else are they not showing me? Then that's where the bait is. That's where you are being hooked. That's where you are being duped. I don't know. When shall we have leaders who will face corruption and fight it? I mean, the money that even the MPs keep crying that they want salary increments, what's stopping them from increasing salaries of the police? These are people who are protecting them. Why don't they increase salary for the police? Why don't they sort out the teachers? Why don't they sort out the doctors? These are the people who are running Kenya's economy. Why don't they sort out Mama Mboga? Why don't they make it easy? Look even at the bylaws of the counties. Look at how the kanjos tend to treat people out there. But you are not giving them a designated area for them to sell. Or if you're giving them a designated area, something has been built at quite a distant place where a customer cannot even access it. Have you ever asked yourself, like if you're using the public service vehicle, most of the times it tends to stop in places that are not designated for them. But you will never find the passengers standing at the specific designated areas for them. They stand at a specific point. It's just natural. Like it's easier to access a car from this point. So that's where the matatus stop. But somebody somewhere is not thinking about those things, right? We need to really make strategic decisions as a country. But where we are right now, I'm telling you, things are not going on well. And if we go ahead and still bring back the same regime or another copy of this regime that tends to classify or put itself as the opposite, my friend, we are screwed. We are screwed. Any place that you choose to sit, please have discussions with people. Let them see the real side of what's really happening. But if we say that we choose to be loyal, we choose to play by the tribalism card, we choose to play by the hustler card, we choose to look at each other from the angle of the haves and the have-nots, that's where they thrive. Right now, my name is Onyango, my name is Mutiso, my name is Mutinda, my name is Kamau, my name is Harbai, my name is Hirbai, my name is Chonyi, my name is anything. I am fully Kenyan. I'm even called Patel. I am fully Kenyan. Those divisive politics I'm not going to participate in. So choose this day what you want to see for your nation, and make sure you inform and educate even your parents, educate even those people who are ignorant, who are just seated in the streets, because vitu haziko sawa kabisa. Have a good day. I just thought I should share the piece of my mind.